What's up, peeps? My name's Ian. I sell books on eBay, and what day is it? It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's pretty early in the morning. It's only like 8:30, but I've got everything picked so far that's to go out today, so let's have a wee run through it. There's some different bits and pieces in here. It's been quite a nice little mix. Yeah, so will we just crack on with it? Aye, I agree. Right, quite a few kind of 425, 435 books, and this is the first of them. Neil Stevenson, The Diamond Age. Nice wee paperback, a wee bit faded in the spine, but otherwise in pretty darn good nick. Looks like one of these that's been bought and just sat on a shelf for a decade or so. That sold for £4.25. Next we have another cheapish book, £4.25. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. You choose. Wee hardcover, not bad condition at all. Like I say, £4.25. Next, if you watched yesterday's video, you'll know I said it was a couple of books sold almost as soon as listed, and this is the first of them. £14.99 for The City of Stardust by Georgia Summers, and it's one of the publishers' uncorrected proofs that they send out, and it comes with its lovely little bookmark as well. So a promo copy, £14.99, and that's heading to Mel in Australia. Mel. The next is the second of those books, Peter V. Brett, The Hidden Queen. It's kind of printed back to front on the cover. Again, March 2024, the hardcover of that one came out. So, nice exclusive editions essentially. Uncorrected proof. And what was the date it came out? 14th of March 2024, £14.99 for that one. Heading to Julian. Next, now, I had two of these books from the same author, and they sold really quite quickly, and then I keep seeing them and I don't pick them up, and I don't know why. It's always once I've been, oh actually that's the one that sold quite good, so I've now remembered, picked one up, sold pretty quickly. Vex King, Good Vibes, Good Life, £5.99. So if you see those wee books, it's not big money, but if you can pick them up for, you know, pennies and turn it into £6, that's alright. If you've got the time, make yourself a couple of pounds. Next we have a pre-made bundle, £10.99 for 4 James Oswald paperbacks. Going to Carol. And then another pre-made bundle. This time it's 4 Leo Tolstoy paperbacks. You can't see them in there, I know, but I think it's War and Peace 1 and 2 and a couple of others which I can't quite, Resurrection and something else. For them, £12.99, heading to Barbara. One that sells all the time, Donna Tartt, The Secret History. Now this one was a bit tatty, you know, the cover's a bit worn. The book itself's absolutely fine, but it has been read, there's absolutely no doubt about it. So it was sold just in acceptable condition, and I wondered if it would sell, but it did. £5.16 for Donna Tartt's The Secret History. Yeah, a slightly better sale. We've got A Lee Child, Better Off Dead. This is the nicely coloured double signed edition. That went for £19.99, heading to Claire. Enjoy that one, Claire. Next, another one that I picked up a wee while ago, just because it was curious. I didn't know if it would ever sell, but it has. Vogue fashion knitting from the 20s to the 80s for men and women. So proper vintage looking beastie. It's in really good condition, and some fantastic designs in there. You know, stuff in here that you're just going to look at it and say, I want. And look at that. Who wouldn't want to wear that on a warm summer's day? The mock cable, classic Aran. Yes. In fact, that's the one that's on the back. That's how good that one is. So yeah, £6 for that one. Heading to Darren. So enjoy that, Darren. The Freak, Nile Rodgers, £4.60. Nile Rodgers, if you know him, you know him. If you don't, you don't. And then we have, I had a couple of copies of this, and then I picked up another one yesterday, and one sold almost straight away. Someone Else's Shoes, Jojo Moyes, £4.99. Actually, I think I had that listed at like £6 or £7.99 because it was a fairly new release when I got it. I think. Am I talking nonsense? Let's just check the publication date. Yeah, 2023. So when I picked one up, it was pretty new out, so it was at too high a price. Brought the price down because it's now been out for a wee while, and one sold straight away. So curious to see if the other couple that I've got go just as quick. £4.99 for that one, and then another wee £4.35er. Lee Child Tripwire. So I had changed over my Lee Child listings. This is one of my tests. Take down the variation one that did very well. So shouldn't be doing that, but I did because I had quite solid data to compare to, and listed them all up as individual titles for £4.25, £4.35, £5, just depending on what they were worth. And that's the first one that's actually sold that way for £4.35. So I'm curious to see if that works, or whether or not in another couple of weeks I just turn around and put back up the original listing and let them sell as they used to. Buyer chosen bundle next. Michael Morpurgo. Don't sell these very often at all, which is a shame because he's a fantastic writer. I know both my kids read these in primary school, in different books, and read some of them with them, and they really are absolutely beautiful books. The ones that we read with them. £13.29 for the 5 of those, and that's including a wee hardcover in there. Put those ones down there because I'm running out of space in front of me. Next, another buyer selected bundle, this time for £12.99, and it's 5 John Grishams. Yeah, some of the nice wee vintagey ones in there. They're all quite early titles, to be honest, but 5 of them, £12.99, so they'll be heading off as well. Where are they going? Colin. They're heading to Colin. Next we've got going to a name that is just strange. £4.25 Guitar Method Grade 1 by Mel, what's his name again? Mel Bay's Modern Guitar Method. So a nice wee skinny book. I'm hoping that's not too wide to go large letter. Let's say £4.25 for the beastie there. And the last one for now. The Woman Who Met Her Match by Fiona Gibson. Again, just listed this yesterday. It sold straight away. I don't know if it's coincidence or it's a popular book, but £4.35 for that. And that is all we have at the moment, but I will no doubt be back a little bit later on, or in a couple of seconds from your point of view, and see what else is going on today. See you in a bit. And we're back. A little bit later in the day, I had another few orders in, so I thought I would just share what they were, show you what's selling, and all the rest of it. Anyway, next up, we've got 5 Colleen Hoover books. Picked up a wee stack of these just the other day. Colleen Hoover does sell well, but I tend to find I end up with just that in stock, and all the others get bought quite quickly. So yeah, picked up half a dozen or so books, all different titles, and that's 4 of them gone in that bundle almost straight away. So £12.99 for 5 paperbacks. Very nice. Next we've got The Duchess Hunt by Elizabeth Beacon. Large print, Mills and Boons, Regency. Large print books usually have an alright value to them, just because there's fewer of them published, therefore a bit more demand. £6 for that one on its own. Next, we've got at the bottom of the pile another 3 books about railways. So I sold a wee bundle of, not this exact same one, but something very similar just the other day, and now the other one's gone, so I got them all at the same time. They've been sitting for a good few weeks, but that's the second lot got. £12.99 for 3 little books. Not bad. Next, a bigger bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, count them, yes, 9 Leslie Pierce paperbacks, all the usual, from the Build Your Own Book Bundle listing, and the 9 of them sold all together for, get to the top of the list, $24.99. So if they'd found another one they wanted, it would have been $24.99 for 10. So that's alright. Put them down there because I'll need to pack them up obviously so that I can post them out. Next we've got a Doctor Who book, Shooting Scripts from 2005. Yes, so that's Eccleston and Wee Billy. That sold for $9.99. So some nice kind of not bad priced individual books. And then, coincidentally or not coincidentally, another copy of Nile Rodgers' Le Freak. So one of them went out earlier, another one's gone now, £4.60. It's not big value. I had 2 copies, didn't even realise I had 2 copies, but turns out I did because they both sold at the same day. So I don't know, is there something going on with Nile Rodgers, or did it just happen? Somebody bought one and that gave my listing a wee bit of momentum and somebody bought the other one. I don't know. I really don't know. But if anybody knows anything about Nile Rodgers, something happened. Yeah, let me know. But £4.60 for excuse me, that one. That was a sneeze. So another half a dozen orders, which makes it not too bad a day. Some of these, because it's a bit later in the day and I'm doing this, I just thought I'll show you them all anyway rather than keeping 4 of them by to show you in the morning. A couple of them will need to go out today. They'll all go out today, but a couple of them need to go out today, so I'm going to get them all packaged up, go and drop them off in the parcel box, because I haven't even been there yet today. I've done my every drop off, but I've not done my Royal Mail drop off, which some of these will be. Yeah, and that's things ticking over. That balance is coming back between the different types of sales, which is quite nice to see, and hopefully that'll keep going through the middle of the month here, and then we'll get another wee uplift at the end and see what happens. Haven't done any pickups today. It's listed everything I got from the community bookstall Tesco yesterday, so that was nice. There was a comment about that in the comments. Some of you may have read it, some of you may haven't. I'm some sort of disgusting human being because I buy books from the community bookstall. What they were talking about, and I'm hoping this is some sort of confusion on somebody's part, but they were talking about book banks. Now, to me, that makes me think food bank. A food bank is somewhere you go where if you've got no money and you need food, you go there and they give you some food. So it's a free thing. So maybe somewhere in the country has book banks where people have donated books and people will come and take a book to read it and then maybe put it back or put a different one back, and that's some sort of free thing. I'm certainly don't have any of them round here. Now if that is the case, then no, I wouldn't go and take stuff for free to go and resell on. I probably wouldn't even go anywhere near the places. If there was a way of going in and saying, look, this is something I want, can I pay you for it? Then I might do that, I don't know. But where I get my books from, charity shops, yes. Very occasionally jumble sales. Not jumble sales, car boot sales. I haven't been to a jumble sale in a long time. And the community book stalls where you buy the books. So people put books there for people to buy. I buy them. I also donate hundreds of books as well, just to make that clear. There's stuff that will sit for a wee while and I've got no use for because it isn't selling. Stuff where I've picked up a big bundle and it's not stuff I want to sell. They go there and people pick them up and leave a donation, take them away, and that keeps that ball rolling. But I mean, hundreds of books go in, dozens come back out, and I pay for every single one of them. So I'm as entitled to go in and buy those books as anyone else. If somebody's talking about a book bank where it is a free thing, so folk who can't afford to go into a charity shop and spend 25 pence on a book can pick it up for free at whatever these book bank things are, then that's a completely different beast. But as it stands, if somebody's selling a book and I want that book for whatever reason, maybe I've run out of toilet paper and I can't afford £1.35 for some Andrex, so there's a paperback for 50p, I'll have that, that'll do for a few wipes. I can buy those books for any reason I like. And if people aren't happy with that, so be it. It's the same argument you used to hear about people going and buying stuff from charity shops and selling it on for a profit. You know, those shops are there so that the poor people can get stuff. No, none of these things are there so that poor people can get stuff. That's pretty condescending, pretty patronising. Most of the poor people I know, you know, folk who are on benefits, who have a very, very low income, they wear all the designer gear and they wouldn't be seen dead in a charity shop, let's be honest. Charity shops, these community bookstalls, they're there to raise money for charities, and they don't care where that money comes from. I speak to the people who operate and run these things, and the folk that run charities, not just charity shops, people who run charities, and they don't care where that money comes from, unless it's like money laundering or something. If people are paying them what they're asking, they're happy to take it from whoever. Sometimes they ask for more than, you know, a reseller position would be willing to pay. That's absolutely fine. They're perfectly entitled to do that. They will find their customer at some point. But if you're paying what they want to be paid, then they're quite happy for me to go into the local Tesco, take 10 books out and stick a £5 in the jar. That's what they want, and they're more than happy for that to happen. They would rather have that £5 and no books on their shelf than have books on their shelf and no £5. That's what charities are all about. So if the book bank is something different, I'm unaware of it and I've never been to one, so who knows. Yeah, that's that. Just you get comments like these, they don't usually bother me, but sometimes it's just a bit condescending. And it's like, you know, especially when somebody purports to be speaking on behalf of a wide community. You're not, you're speaking for yourself. Everyone's got opinions, much like everyone's got many other things, and that's your opinion. That's absolutely fine. I do converse and discuss these things with the people who are getting the money in from the charities, and they would much rather have my dollar now than wait for somebody who's more deserving to pay the same dollar in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks time. So that's that. Anyway, nice sales. Hopefully that will keep up and I'll have more to show you tomorrow. And until then, adios.